hours and many late nights, it is extremely rewarding for us to see that every little aspect of the launch that we have planned for has come to fruition tonight, and is finally a reality here in Guyana. It is hugely satisfying for us to offer a fresh, modern look at all of our service stations. And a very, very important market for Rubis. Just to give you an idea of the weight that Guyana has in our operations in the Eastern Caribbean, Guyana alone is equal to the combined size of all other markets, not only in terms of volumes, in terms of revenues, in terms of earnings contributions. So it's hugely, hugely important market for us and very strategic. And we're very glad to be here and very committed to make the investments that are needed to continue to develop and grow our business. One of which was pointed by Shamir Hussain is our commitment to increase the storage of LPG, our own plant in Ramsburg. We plan to nearly double the storage capacity over the next 2 years. And that's just one of several investments that we will undertake in Guyana in 2013 and beyond. But just in 2013, our combined investment to develop and grow our business in Guyana will be close to $1 billion Guyanese dollars, close to $5 million US dollars. And those investments will increase our gas oil storage capacity, will improve the capacity of our berth to receive ships, and will improve the LPG storage. So that kind of shows you the commitment and the importance that the Guyana market has for Rubis. I hope that if you have had a chance to visit our service stations, you will agree with me that they look fresh, they look clean, that they look new, and that they look very appealing. And I also hope that as you begin to see the new green cylinders for Ruby gas hit the market, that you will see them as a big improvement over the white cylinders we have had up until now. And there are road trucks, such as the one we see behind me, and those that are dedicated to delivering bulk LPG also look absolutely fantastic. So for those of you that have had a chance to visit our newly branded service stations, and we have completed about 4 of them here in Guyana, I hope you really like the changeover from our prior image. We have spared no effort, and we have made a huge investment to make them clean, fresh, modern, and appealing. And this includes the new look of our canopy, the new look of our dispensers, and the attractive and appealing uniforms that the service station employees are wearing now under the Rubis brand. Now, recognizing that Texaco fuels have had a reputation for lasting longer than any other fuel in the marketplace, and building upon this reputation, we are very proud to launch our Ultratech fuels tonight. Our fuels have advanced technology that give you increased mileage and keep your engines running like new. Ultratech is available in both unleaded gasoline and diesel, and in addition to providing increased mileage, Ultratech restores performance, reduces harmful emissions, and improves acceleration as well. With Ultratech, as our ad campaign says you will drive longer, cleaner, better, and smoother. And I truly hope that you will soon have a chance to experience our Ultratech fuels if you have not done so thus far, and that you will see the benefits that they provide in your gasoline and diesel vehicles. Guyana was as well one of the first markets where we launched our new Total line of lubricants. We are very proud to be associated with Total. This is a huge lubricant leader globally in automotive and industrial lubes. And we are very glad to offer the Guyanese consumer a line of lubricants that has the latest technology and high quality base oils and a high level of protection against wear and harmful deposits. Total lubricants keep the engines and all the equipment running clean, and they protect their useful life. We have worked very hard with our dealers, and as you probably know, all of our service stations here in Guyana are run and operated by independent dealers, and we're very proud of that. And we have worked with our dealers and their staff to take the service level at our service stations to a whole new level. And our expectation is that when you visit our service stations, you will be greeted with a smile. You will be dispensed your fuel and other needs rapidly and efficiently, and that your payment will be processed rapidly. And so you can get going onto your other activities. We know that as much as the consumer likes our service stations, they like to spend as little time as possible getting their fuel so they can get on to their other activities. And we have partnered with true experts in this area of customer service to promote a service that is courteous, that is friendly, that is engaged, that is quick, that is efficient and reliable, and that is provided in a safe, clean, and appealing environment. And I truly hope that when you go to our service stations that have been rebranded, that you will experience this new level of service. And if it's not up to the expectations that we have, I would expect that you will let us know so we can improve on it. We are, of course, very excited about our advertising campaign, which we just saw. We will launch officially the advertising campaign tomorrow. We believe that it's a fresh and innovative approach that is focused more on people, that has certainly a Caribbean flavor, but we hope to a Guyanese appeal. And we hope that it will have great appeal to the consuming public here in Guyana. The key themes of our campaign, as we saw, are Get Rubis, Get Going, and Fuel the Difference with Ultratech. So as you can see, we are thrilled to be finally here after many, many weeks and many months and many long hours of hard work behind the scenes to launch our new brand. We hope that Rubis will become the most iconic brand here in Guyana and across all markets in the Caribbean where we operate, and that it will be, the preferred brand by the consuming public. Rubis for automotive fuels and Ruby gas for cooking gas. I'm very honored to share this special milestone with all of you, and I would like to thank each one of you for sharing this very special moment with us tonight. I would also like to thank all of our dealers who are here with us tonight for being so supportive for Rubis since we took over just in April last year. And I would like to thank all of our customers as well, who have allowed us the opportunity to supply their fuel and lubricant needs. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to our business partners, many of whom have joined us here tonight, and very special to our LPG distributor, Docol, with which we have enjoyed a very close and very good and collaborative working relationship. To our advertising agency, Virgo Communications, who have also worked very hard to put together this remarkable advertising campaign we just saw. And to all of our esteemed dealers as well, who have worked hand in hand with us to make the Rubis brand a success in this market. And finally, I would like to extend our gratitude to the government of Guyana. We have, over this period of 18 months, built a very close and collaborative relationship with the government in Guyana, especially with the Guyanese Energy Agency and with the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Environment, who are with us tonight. We thank you for allowing us to establish that partnership and that relationship with your government. We thank you for welcoming us to do business in Guyana, and we thank you as well for joining us here tonight. And to all of our employees, all of the members of the Rubis staff, a very special thank you to each one of you. They are the people who behind the scenes put a lot of work and a lot of effort to make the Rubis brand a reality here in Guyana. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the Minister of Natural Resources and the Environment, Mr. Robert Herzog. Thank you very much.
We're indeed proud to welcome Rubis to Guyana. And we've heard the background, we've heard the genesis of this company and its predecessor and the contribution that its predecessors made to the growth and the development of our country over the past years. But Rubis is coming to Guyana at a very special moment, not only in terms of our economic transformation and development, but also as we are seeking to embark on new development frontiers. And one of those frontiers has to do with oil and gas. As you know, and you would have, those of you who've been following what's taking place, there is a heightened level of interest in developing, exploring Guyana's oil and gas potential. And when we have a company such as Rubis with its linkages, take for instance Total, and Total itself had done some work in Guyana many years ago, it sends a positive message. It sends a positive message of one of confidence and one in which that Guyana is a good place to do business. Having said that, we are very optimistic about what that potential is. We're very much optimistic about the potential that eventually in Guyana we will be a producer of oil and gas. And we do hope that Rubis will not only see itself as marketing and distributing products produced by other companies, but certainly emanating from other areas, but also at some time in the future, but also be looking at marketing and distributing oil and gas products from Guyana itself, not only for Guyanese, but beyond. So we have as much confidence as in the company as perhaps the company has in Guyana's development and potential. But also the company's arrival and the company's presence here too is coming at a time when we're seeing phenomenal growth and expansion in the national economy. Over the past 10 years, we've seen our economy doubled in size. And we've just heard from the CEO itself, the activities that's taking place in Guyana is perhaps more than what we see combined with what's taking place in the Eastern Caribbean. And that is testimony to what is taking place right here. We look across all sectors of the economy and we see that there is growth, we see that there is expansion, perhaps contrary to what is taking place internationally, where in fact there is contraction. And in Guyana we have a state where things are expanding. And that is very, very positive and something all of us, all Guyanese, ought to be proud of and certainly to support as we move forward in this regard. But we have not, as it were, reached our peak. And there, as I refer to the new frontiers, even within the traditional sectors of our economy, there is tremendous potential there. And as we move to deal with the constraint of energy and having affordable and reliable energy so that we can compete not only with our competitors in this part of the world, but beyond, given that we're dealing with a global marketplace, we will see greater and much more activities taking place that will demand the type of product and services that is provided by companies such as Rubis. So there's much more room in terms of and scope for business for this company as it is for similar companies in this regard. And that is our vision, and that is our plan in terms of realizing that potential. And we are well on the way in dealing with this, in fulfilling this objective. But you're also, as it were, a distributor of petroleum and petroleum-based product. And as Minister of the Environment, and also as a country that has been a pioneer in low carbon growth, in which we've said that our growth trajectory will be one along a low carbon path, I would want to encourage the company itself, not only to paint your gas bottle green, but also to ensure that in the conduct and as much as possible, I see your Ultratech gas, so you need, I think the objective is to drive longer with less gas. And we do hope that the company itself will continue to place a lot of emphasis in ensuring that it is truly and really green by its thinking and by its activity. And we want the company to be competitive, to be in a way, not only competitive, but also to be compatible with our national development thrust. Because Guyana today is a country in which it's seen as a model of low carbon, of green growth. People are looking up to us and see how it is that the paradigm that we are developing, we need the companies such as yours to support and to act in this regard, and I want to encourage the company to do so. And we can look at very simple initiatives that I want to encourage the company to embark on. Take, for instance, you would perhaps bring a lot of containers. You have to find a way in which you can manage the disposal, and even as how it is that these containers can be collected and not, as it were, contribute to pollution in our waterways or even cause problems in terms of our drainage system. Also, we want you to support and be, as it were, a good corporate citizen, and demonstrating and also delivering on your corporate social responsibility in this regard, in also being green, and also in being one that is ready to respond to the national development thrust. Having said that, you've seen from your own numbers, I don't have to remind you, that Guyana is a very, in fact, an excellent place to do business. And you can be assured of our president's and our government's commitment to ensuring and facilitating and providing that enabling environment so that businesses such as yours and the industries that depend, take for instance, you talk about Ave Gas, you now go to Ogle, the Ogle Municipal Airport there, and you just don't, and people involved in the airline business will tell you they just don't have enough space to park their aircraft, given the demands that is taking place, take for instance in the extractive industry. You go down to the Chedijagan International Airport, and in the morning you will see that they are out of space to land more aircraft in this regard. Just on the aviation side, if you look at our roadways, we now have a serious, in fact, an acute traffic problem. The amount of vehicles that are being imported as people's income and their ability to spend goes up. You see that demand, and businesses that are retooling, recapitalizing in this regard. So the evidence is everywhere. So I want to remind and to assure the CEO that we will continue to facilitate, we will continue to ensure that we have the policies in place, that we maintain a stable macroeconomic environment, and yes, too, that we will continue to work in ensuring that we have social and political stability, because they go hand in hand, so that businesses such as yours can succeed. Again, let me, on behalf of the President and the government of Guyana, welcome your business, and certainly we look forward for growth, we look forward for expansion, and ultimately we look forward for prosperity for all the people of Guyana. Welcome and congratulations, and seasoned greetings to all of you.